another lovely Porsche Taycan. This is a 2022 Porsche Taycan 500 kilowatt turbo, 22 kilowatt onboard charger. So yeah, this car's really nice. It's about 150 grand new with its options. They start at about 120, these turbos, and this car's got about 27k worth of options. This one's finished in ice grey metallic, which is sort of the counterpart colour to the crayon, the special metallic crayon. It looks a little bit like it, but it's got a bit of a blue sort of hue in it, hence the name ice grey. It's sort of just a grey with a little fleck of blue in it. It's really hard to see on camera, but yeah, it does look really nice, just as good as crayon, if not better. Turbo models come standard with LED matrix headlights as well, which is really nice. This one's got the exclusive ones in sort of tinted black design, and the SportDesign pack, which gives you some like prominent features around the car, starting with the number plate carrier being body colour ice grey painted, and this SportDesign front apron. This is the SportDesign pack finished in high gloss black, so this gives you gloss black trim everywhere. And you've got the adaptive cruise control radar underneath with a surround camera system. This one's got the 21-inch carbon SportDesign alloys, which are like really nice. They're my favourite Taycan alloys actually. And yeah, they're a 5 grand premium over the standard Taycan Turbo Aero alloys, which are already quite good. If you got a very base spec sort of standard Taycan, you'd be looking at about 6.5 grand for these wheels. But yeah, 5 grand on the turbo model, and all turbo models come standard with PSCB, which is a Porsche Tungsten Carbide coated brakes. This can be distinguished by the white calipers with a Porsche logo. These are really shiny discs, and they've got a sort of mirror finish on them, and they're basically coated in a sort of 0.1 millimeter of tungsten carbide, which basically stops them from getting brake fade easily and brake rust, and they actually last a bit longer than conventional steel discs. So these need to be replaced around, you know, about 60 to 70k miles, as normally you might have to do 40 to 50 on the steel discs. So yeah, really nice. Obviously the carbon, you can have the SportDesign alloys just normal, or gloss black painted, body color painted, or carbon. So this gives you these lovely carbon plates, and this one's got optional Porsche crest center cap in color. Brakes are 6 piston front, 4 piston rear, 410 millimeter front discs with 365 mil rear. So these are absolutely massive discs. The Turbo S's come standard with ceramics even, but those are quite costly to replace with the pads and discs. Got a SportDesign skirt on the side here with a black insert. Obviously a turbo is the second highest trim on this generation of Taycan. So you've got the rear wheel drive, the 4, the 4S, GTS, Turbo and Turbo S. And they've even brought out a new one on the second generation Taycan called the Turbo GT, which is an absolute race car. It's got no seats, completely stripped out. Nice surround camera system, as I just demonstrated. It's got the electric charging ports, high gloss black window surrounds as an option with rear privacy. I absolutely love these wheels. These are just my favourite, these carbon fibre wheels. And you've got the black tinted rear light bar with a black Porsche logo, and the gloss black painted Taycan badging with the turbo designation added. You've also got the SportDesign rear diffuser with the fins, the aerodynamic fins they call it. That's the most prominent feature and straight giveaway for SportDesign pack. Really nice. And you've sort of got these diffuser bars on the bottom. You've got both sets of charging cables, basically brand new. I don't think they've even been touched in their life. This box actually seems to maybe be open, but yeah. Set of charging cables, 3-pin and double-ended. As I mentioned earlier, this car's fitted with a 22 kilowatt onboard charger, which means that effectively the car can charge basically double the speed, having the 22 kilowatt onboard charger as opposed to the standard 11, which comes on all Taycans. This is a really useful feature and very desirable on Taycans, and Taycan owners will know that. You've got this sort of gloss black painted spoiler bit here, a sort of plate. It's got an aerodynamic spoiler which comes up here, which can only be activated at high speeds automatically by the computer. And yeah, you've got the panoramic glass sunroof with a bit of tinting, keyless entry, or the comfort or Porsche entry and drive as they call it. Really nice. All turbo models come standard with smooth finish leather interior, which is Porsche's top trim leather. This is basically just real leather and full leather everywhere, even on the dash, and tone on tone stitching. You've got grey on grey, slate grey interior, which is really nice, with front adaptive sport seats, and you've got a Porsche crest embossed onto all 4 headrests. This car being a 4-seater model. You've got perforated seats, really nice leather interior, obviously. And yeah, let's just move in on to the inside. So obviously moving into the inside, all turbo models come standard with a Bose 710 watts sound system with 14 loudspeakers, really nice. And this one's even got the matte carbon interior pack, which is hard to see on camera here because my camera's not picking it up well. But yeah, I just want to quickly demonstrate in the back here that we've got the 4-zone optional climate control, and heated rear seats come standard on all turbo and above models. You've also got a display setting actually, which is pretty interesting. I didn't actually know that you can seem to actually change the display, and you can have a heating balance, so you can actually set if you just want the bottom of the seat to be heated or the back, and what sort of like distribution. You've got 2-zone climate with individual fan adjustment and your air conditioning. So like I said, optional 4-zone climate. You've got 2 in the front and 2-zone in the rear. Really nice. You've got the fixed panoramic glass sunroof as an option. Most Taycans have this, and this is an absolute must. I wouldn't buy a Taycan without a sunroof. You've got Race Tech's headlining standard on all turbo and above models, or is it GTS and above? This is just Alcantara headlining, very high quality. You've got an LED light on the back, and you've obviously got the matte black interior trim with a carbon matte carbon interior pack, which gives you this carbon weave matte lacquered trim. Really nice. I absolutely love the carbon. I didn't like it as much, but now that we're getting a few models in with this trim, it is actually really nice. Yeah. On the front here, we've got adaptive 18-way seat standard, sport seats. Turbo models give you the choice, and the GTSs as well, GTSs and above. They give you a choice of 14-way or 18-way electrically adjustable seats. So 14-way are the comfort seats and 18-way are the sport seats. The advantage of sport seats is they give you 2 additional rocker switches here, which is this bolster support and this bolster support. So you've got electric cushion extension, 8-way electric, 4-way lumbar, and 4-way bolster adjustment. And I didn't actually know, but little Easter egg on the adaptive sport seats, if you press a button on the side, you can actually get the headrests to come out, which is quite cool. Yeah, but yeah, let's just move in on to interior. So you've got, for the adaptive sport seats and the comfort seat packs, you've got 3 set memory for both the driver and the passenger. So that's a straight giveaway. It's got the seats, but also the buttons, most notably. To start it up, you just click the power button. It's like turning on a fridge or something. Very interesting. Got this sort of satin black trim. Electric folded mirrors. Yes, you do have to pay £200 to have electric folded mirrors on a £150,000 car, which is absolutely ridiculous. Matte carbon trim, again, here, and also the matte carbon steering wheel option with in Alcantara in Race Techs. And you've got the heated steering wheel, which it has to be optioned with. If it's got the Alcantara carbon trim, it's got the heated steering wheel. It's got adaptive cruise control with inner drive. This basically means that you get adaptive cruise control with active lane keeping option. So yeah, quite nice. You've got your dial selector. Sport Chrono, I think, is standard on the turbo models and the GTS models. This allows you to change your mode. You can have range, which is like a proper eco mode, normal, sport, and sport plus, which really gives you a lot of kick and power. This has got the optional head-up display, which gives you your speed limit, what drive mode you're in, and a power meter, which Porsche call. It's basically this little gauge here shows you if it goes this way in green, it means you're recuperating. If it goes this way in blue, then it means you're accelerating. But yeah, you've got your speed limit display there, and you've got this toggle switch. So anything illuminated in yellow means you're controlling that function. So if there's a yellow bar there, it means the heads up display is getting illuminated. Here you can toggle. It's a very nice system. You've even got, oh wow, yeah, you've got the PDCC there. This car's fitted with the optional Porsche Dynamic Chassis Control, PDCC, which is an active roll stabilization system. So basically when you go around corners, what will happen is the car will level itself, and it's got an individual reservoir tank, which, well, effectively, yeah, really, it basically makes the Porsches just have supreme handling. And yeah, this one comes standard, the turbos come standard with PTV Plus, which is Porsche torque vectoring. This distributes the individual torque across each wheel, and you've got a motor at the front and a motor at the rear to distribute your horsepower, which is really sort of high tech. You've also got PASM standard on S and above models. This is Porsche Active Suspension Porsche Active Suspension Management with hydraulic shocks and air suspension, which is here. You can obviously raise and lower the car. Going on to this system here, you've got drive mode, chassis control, chassis level, recuperation, which is your regen braking, and Porsche Electric Sport Sound, which is effectively just like a little speaker which plays through the car. And yeah, just it's quite a cool little thing. You've got a passenger display as well with the Taycan logo, and yeah, just really nice options to have, obviously. And like I said, you've got the surround camera system as an option. I think this one's also got the remote parking, or maybe that was a different Taycan. Lane keeping assist, active lane keeping, intersection, and obviously you've got your comfort access sort of features there. You've also got the passenger display, which doesn't seem to turn on right now, but yeah, obviously if I think it only works whilst parked, yeah. So basically you've got this little screen here for the passenger. It basically mirrors exactly what's on here, but you've got this little cockpit section which shows your G-force, the car itself, what drive mode it's in, the speed, and your compass. So you can sort of tell off the driver if he's going too fast. You've got your telephone, navigation, Bose sound system with the audio pilot and Sound True. So basically this is just like Bowers and Wilkins Clarify when you're using Spotify and playing music through your phone or through USB. It tries to keep the file format sort of lossless, not reduce the sound quality. You've got a bass and a treble, balance and fader, surround and linear, which basically as you go faster it tries to, you know, just keep the sound level. And yeah, Apple CarPlay, your navigation. It's really nice actually. Porsches come with a Google Earth or the Google Maps. It even comes up on here. And like I said, you can configure all of this. You can have this is a PDCC, so this actually demonstrates the body roll. You'll see the lateral body roll going. If you're going left around a corner, it will try and keep you glued to the road and not sort of have that roll or torsion, which you know, just keeps it handling better, you know, because body roll is just a little bit annoying. It's not the worst thing, but yeah, it's obviously nice to not have that. You've got the extended map as well, which gives you a full map display, and you can zoom in like really close, and you can have the satellite map, but that might only, yeah, no, that does actually work in 30 yards. And then yeah, so I'd like to turn that back to, yeah, you just scroll the wheel, power meter you can have, and yeah, you can have your sport chrono as well. So what this does is sets the stopwatch. You can stop it, interim, reset, which is really cool. I do love that. And yeah, you can adjust the heads up display. It's very hard to see, but you've got your navigation on there. You've got your power meter, and you've got your settings, your height, brightness, it's really nice having like a little settings menu up there. It's really ergonomic and quite useful of a feature. Struggling to think what other options it's got. It's got the ventilated front seat option, which is really nice. That's definitely a lovely convenient feature. You've got this picture here. Oh, sorry, it's zoomed in. You've got to open the boot, to open the front, and this is an AC and DC charger, and this is an AC only. You can open the power charging ports. As I said, sorry, it's got the ventilated seats with the 2-zone front individual climate control, standard. You can also have the option to turn off passenger display, turn off heads-up display, turn off central display, and just turn off literally all the screens, which is quite useful. And the Taycan logo here, the signature, and obviously you've got your wireless phone charging QI. So basically you just put your phone in this little flap here, sideways, and you've got both trackers for the car. And smooth finish leather can be distinguished by the double stitching on the dashboard. This gives you full real leather. Like I said before, full leather dashboards, just literally leather everywhere. Really nice. And even down here, you've got these leather knee pads, sort of plastic leather and carbon trim going along everywhere. This little plastic pinstripe. The gear stick looks a bit like a razor shaver. You've also got electric tilt and slide steering column, using this little button. The button sort of feels like it's one of those manual levers you pull out, but it's actually an electric toggle switch, which is quite nice. But yeah, obviously really nice. Like I said, adaptive cruise. You can hear the whirring of the electric sports sound as well. Obviously when you rev the car, you can't hear anything. It's only when you accelerate. It's really unusual, to be honest. But yeah, obviously steering wheel's really nice. Fixed panoramic sunroof. It's just a lovely car. Obviously it's also got the body colour painted mirrors, so the bottom of the mirror base is finished in ice grey. Normally it's finished in like a plastic black or high gloss black, but yeah, really nice. On this side you've got the electric charging port, but it's only got the top plug, not the bottom 2-pin thing for the combo ultra rapid charging. As I said, just can't get enough of the wheels. They are just absolutely gorgeous. They're like the best wheels on the Taycan, in my opinion, to have. The Mission E wheels aren't as nice. Obviously, you've got those Mission E wheels, and like I said, LED matrix beam headlights. These block off individual beams to not dazzle drivers or when you're going around a corner, which is extremely useful. And you've got a Porsche logo there, obviously. Under here, not really got much. You've just got your tyre compressor, locking wheel nut, a mini triangle, the main triangle, and a brand new tyre pump, inflation pump, and your towing eye. But yeah, overall really nice. Like I said, 500 kilowatts, 680 peak horsepower, but in reality I think these actually have 610. It's 680 only with overboost function in launch control, so when you send it off standstill it gives you full 680, but otherwise I think about 610, which is still very powerful. It's a massive jump over the 300, 350, 390, 420, 440 kilowatt prior models, and lower trims off the car. The turbo being 500 kilowatt, and then yeah, really nice ice grey, like I said, with the slate grey interior and the carbon wheels. It's definitely a brilliant colour combo, brilliant spec, only 2 owners, and it's got about 6,000 miles on it, and it's got 1 free service as well. So whoever buys this, you know, you'll have that next service free, which is a nice added benefit, because they tend to be normally 600 to 700 quid depending on which major or minor service it has. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey guys, so today I'll be test driving the Taycan Turbo. Obviously I've already driven 4S, the big battery 4S, which is quite nice, but obviously the Turbo adds that extra level of power to the car, so you know you're getting quite a substantially bigger power jump from the 4S. So you go from having the 570 peak power to the 680, so yeah, quite a bit of a jump. And obviously these are really quick, a bit too powerful to be honest. You really don't need the power, but yeah, they are quite insane. But yeah, obviously this one's like pretty fully loaded. It's got 27k options. It's in ice grey with slate grey. So yeah, very dark, as you can see. Slate grey is really dark grey. It's almost black. If you don't really know, to be honest, then you'd think it's black if you don't know any better. But yeah, the exterior colour's really nice. Ice grey. It's sort of yeah, sort of like it's basically just crayon, but with a bit of a hue of blue in it. It's really funny looking colour, but really nice, really quite fashionable. People going crazy for the crayon these days. But yeah, obviously this one's got a passenger display. It's got the Taycan logo. It's mirrored now, but yeah, you've also got your safety features. Obviously I like putting Sport Plus. Sport Plus gives you your sort of quite full power there. It does I will note that the 680 horsepower can only be gained in launch control, otherwise the car operates at 610 sort of, but yeah, launch control with the overboost function is at 680. But yeah, let's just give it a quick pull on camera. It's obviously really quick. It's absolutely insane. It's insane how quick it is, to be honest. Really crazy. But yeah, obviously this one, all turbos come standard with PTV Plus, which is Porsche torque vectoring. This equally distributes the torque through each wheel for each front and rear motor, so this gives you equal torque round corners. And it's also got the PASM, which is just standard on any S and above trim, which is the hydraulic suspension or the air suspension. And this one's got the very desirable PDCC, which the Panamera I reviewed also had. This PDCC is basically anti-roll stabilisation, and it basically just locks you through corners. It glues and locks you through corners, and there's no body roll whatsoever. And just going through corners, you wouldn't even realise you're going through a corner. It just the handling is exceptional. It's unparalleled to any other car really I've sort of driven. And yeah, well, it's combined obviously with four-wheel drive. Anything 4 and above is obviously the dual motor and four-wheel drive. But yeah, about 610 horsepower. It's yeah, it's a lot. It's definitely significant. The Turbo S actually has the same power as this car, but the peak power is 750 brake, whereas this is 680. So the Turbo S in everyday driving scenario is actually just as powerful as a turbo, with the exception that that's got the carbo ceramics, which to be honest are just they last quite long, but if the disc gets damaged or you need to replace the pads, they're quite expensive and quite costly. So yeah, the brakes for turbo come standard with the PCSBs, or PSCB, sorry. They're the Tungsten Carbide brakes, tungsten coated. So really nice. I'll get into that obviously in my review. But yeah, really good round corners. It's absolutely insane. This one's got the electric sports sound as well, so it sort of gives you a cyberkinetic sort of futuristic sort of sound. It's quite funny. It's quite nice. It's basically just a sports exhaust, but for an electric car. That's what they call on the Taycans, sports sound. And you've got your chassis. You can also adjust for air suspension. I like to keep it up sort of high, because when you go over bumps, you have got a bit of that fear of splitting the SportDesign apron. And yeah, just got to be a bit careful, you know. But really nice. Like I said, it's a lot of power. It's just like, where are you really going to use it? On the motorway it's nice, but yeah, it's really nice to have that sort of whiplash when getting a pull. Got a sport chrono there as well. Turbo comes with a lot of standard specification. You get the adaptive 18 ways, you've got the PTV, the Bose sound system, heated rear seats, yeah, and a few other bits and bobs, which off the top of my head is a lot to think about. Matrix LEDs, and the Alcantara Racetex roof lining. They call it Racetex, it's Porsche's terms in Alcantara. which is really nice, quite high quality, what you'd expect at its price point. It's about 150 grand new with options. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this sort of test drive, and see you guys next one.